Hi students, today in control and coordination chapter we are seeing about animals nervous system. So in animals there is control and coordination which is provided by our nerves and muscular tissues. So if we touch a hot object, so it is very urgent and dangerous situation, so we'll just realize then only and we will just take it off. How it happens? So there are specialized tips of some cells which will detect this information and give the information to us to remove the hand. So there are so many receptors in our sense organs, like in the inner ear, nose, tongue and so on. So there will be gustatory receptors which will detect taste, and olfactory receptors which will detect smell, like this. So the information acquired at the end of the dendritic tip. What is dendrite? So in a nerve cell, the branches which have the ends, these are called dendrites. So in the end of the dendritic tip, the information is acquired. It sets off a chemical reaction and it will create an electric impulse. This impulse will travel from the dendrite to the cell body and then along the axon, and it will go into the nerve ending and it will go, transfer into the next neuron, and it will be carried to a synapse. What is synapse? The gap between two nerve cells is called synapse. So the chemicals across this gap or synapse start a similar electric impulse, and this electric impulse will be carried to the next neuron. Like this, it will travel to the body where it is needed. The information is needed. It will carry to the other cells or muscle cells or glands. So there is no surprise this nervous tissue is made up of organized of network. It is an organized network of nerve cells or neurons. So in this organized network, so the information will be carried like electric impulses from one part of the body to the other. So what happens? So we will see look at figure 7.1a. See 7.1a, we can see the neuron. The neuron diagram is very important. Practice this. So it is a very easy also. A star-like structure with the ends of dendrites like branches. In the middle, nucleus you should draw, and a long tube-like structure with axons we should draw, and nerve ending. And here we see the structure of neuro, and this is neuromuscular junction. See here. So muscle fibers, axons. Here see the endings, neuromuscular junction means where the neurons will be connected with the muscles. These are called neuromuscular junction. It is a muscle and it is a capillary, you can see. Next. So what happens to the information carried? How it will travel? So where information is acquired, first the information will be acquired and it will be traveled like an electric impulse. This impulse will be converted into chemical signal for onward transmission. So three steps will be there in the parts of a neuron. What are the first? The information will be acquired and the information will be traveled as an electric impulse, and the impulse will be converted into chemical signal. So we will see there will be change in the taste. So or sugar, when our nose is blocked with some cold or when we are not feeling well, see the taste will be very different. Why? See, comment me why the change will be there. So you will observe the change normally and after when the nose is blocked, or we can just test. Block your nose by putting your thumb and index finger and just taste the sugar, how it will be different. Then next is, what is reflex action? So reflex action is the action which we take it very fastly without thinking. So the action which we take without thinking is reflex action. So when we are unknowingly going to touch a hot object, suddenly we will take it off. Or for example, touching a flame is an urgent and dangerous situation. In fact, for any animal, how we will respond? We will think, we will feel, and if we will slowly remove means our hand will be burned. No, we will just unconsciously remove that the hand. We will move the hand, or else we will get burned. Yes, no. How long it will take to think all these. So the nerve impulses are sent around the way we have talked about earlier. So there will be impulses created and it will be carried very fast and acted. So these are called reflex actions, how it will take. So how it happens, actually thinking how it will take off. So all the nerves will be connected to the brain. So all the nerves, the bundle of nerves will be connected to the brain. So all the information will be carried as a signal to the brain, and this will be again from the brain, the impulses are carried to the muscles, the parts of the body which are needed, and it will take action, but it will take so much of time. What is the solution for this? The solution for this is reflex arc. In the case of dangerous situation or emergency, this reflex arc is needed. What is reflex arc? The reflex arcs are formed in the spinal cord instead of brain. This reflex arc is formed in the spinal cord itself, where although the information input also goes on to reach the brain, don't think it will not go to brain. It will reach the brain. Before it reaches the brain, it reaches to the spinal cord where the action takes place, because it will take more time to go to the brain and to take action. So for quick responses, the reflex arc takes place and it will reach to the spinal cord where the impulses are carried to take off the hand. The impulses, electric impulses, or for the action is taken on. Let's see this diagram. You will understand very easily. So receptors for heat or pain. Receptor here is skin. So effector is muscle in arm. Motor neuron, sensor neuron is there. Relay neuron, spinal cord here. So it will be carrying to brain also, but before the brain, in spinal cord only, the reflex action takes place and very fastly it will tell to remove the hand. So the reflex arc like this, it will be carried on. So in the next video, I'll explain about human brain. Thank you.